There are distances that can't be measured in meters, only in the emotions we try to hide. Tonight, on a small bridge in the city, the two meet again, without a plan, without a word, yet their hearts recognize each other long before their eyes do. This is a story about trembling, and a distance reduced to a single breath. That night, the city wasn't dripping with rain the way it had been the first time I saw them. But the wind was colder. It brushed against the metal railings of the small bridge that crossed a narrow canal, creating a soft clinking sound, like the quiet breathing of the night. I stood at the end of that bridge, leaning against an old lamp post, watching them from afar, two silhouettes who seemed like strangers, yet bound by a silent thread of something deeper, something neither of them dared to name. She arrived first. Her long cream-colored coat swayed gently with the wind, and her hair, slightly messy, as if she had run through the night trying to escape her own emotions, fell loosely over her shoulders. She stood by the railing, looking down at the dark water. Not because she was searching for something in it, but because sometimes people look at water just to steady themselves. Was she trying to escape a feeling that grew too fast? Or escape herself, the part of her that was starting to want too much? Then he appeared. Not rushing. Not calling her name. Just walking slowly, as if every step already knew she would be standing there, even if she didn't know she was waiting for anyone. They stopped several meters apart. A distance that could be called far, yet close enough for the smallest trembling to echo between them. I could see her shoulders tense slightly when she sensed him behind her. Not because of the cold, but because she didn't want her heart to be this fragile, not again. He watched her quietly for a moment. Then said something, low, soft, but the wind carried the words away before they reached me. She didn't answer. She only tightened her grip on the railing, as if letting go meant letting all her defenses fall. Then, he took one more step. The distance between them shrank. Not much, just enough for the air around them to change color. Enough for her breath to catch. Enough for even my heartbeat, a distant observer, to slip out of rhythm. They looked at each other. But it wasn't the look of people searching for answers. It was the look of two souls who already knew the truth, long before they dared to speak it. He lifted his hand, not touching her, just moving close enough that the faint warmth of his palm stirred the small strand of hair near her temple. Such a subtle gesture, one that no one except her could truly feel, yet I saw her eyes tremble. Maybe from surprise. Maybe from fear. Or maybe because she knew. If he came any closer, she wouldn't be able to hold herself together. He didn't touch her. But that not touching was more intimate than any physical contact. The distance, small enough to be measured by a breath, made the whole city go quiet. The distant traffic faded. Even the wind softened. Only the two of them remained, wrapped in a pull too strong to name. She turned away first. Not to reject him, but to remind herself that this feeling came too quickly, too intensely, too dangerously. But he tilted his head, said something gentle, something that made her look back. And she did. She looked back. Not at his face, but through him. Into the place inside him where she sensed warmth, where she sensed the softness her heart had been afraid to reach for. He stepped closer again. This time, the distance remaining between them was no more than a heartbeat. A single breath, that was all. If either of them breathed a little deeper, their lips would meet. But they didn't kiss. They simply stayed in that almost touch, letting the tension warm the cold night. The bridge lights cast a soft glow on their faces. Her eyes shimmered. His lips curved, the kind of smile a man gives only when he finds something he wasn't searching for, but needed. They stayed like that for a long moment. I don't know how long. Time didn't move in minutes there. It moved in heartbeats. Then she stepped back. Slowly. Gently. Not because she was afraid, but because she needed to keep at least a little piece of reason. He didn't pull her back. He let her retreat, even though his eyes followed her like the world was walking away. She turned. He remained. The distance returned. But this time, it wasn't empty. It was full. Full of unsaid emotions. Full of trembling. Full of a promise that had not yet taken shape. When she left the bridge, the wind lifted the scarf from her shoulders. He caught it. But didn't call her name. He simply held it, gently, as if holding on to the last warmth of that moment. I realized something then. The distance between two people can be as long as a bridge. But the distance between two hearts can shrink to nothing more than a breath. And that night, even without rain, I swear I heard their hearts softly collide.